Hey, school bus here. So, surprisingly, I'm bringing you another artillery video. This is a bit unprecedented. I posted a few days ago a video of my M12 artillery. That one, unfortunately, I was just doing some testing of my encoding with the new Threadripper 1920X, and so there was a bunch of graphs and charts in the way and all that. It was still a pretty fun game, though, and that's why I posted it. But this one actually raised the bar a little bit. Sorry, made you a little dizzy there. Just check to see if the frame rates are affected by feeding it a whole bunch of pixel movement information. And yes, it does kind of affect it a little bit. So, top tier in artillery, which is cool. You're going to see all forms of artillery play in this. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head out on the peninsula here and take up what I'd consider to be the usual spot on this map. It gives you a nice coverage of different areas. Now, I really shouldn't be giving advice in artillery, because this is the only artillery line I've played, so I have a rather limited number of artillery games, considering this is just tier 7 at this point. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about playing this class. What I will tell you is if you want a nice, accurate artillery piece, the M12 seems to be pretty good, and people who play more artillery than me say it's alright as well. It aims pretty quick. You'll notice I run the Coca-Cola. I don't care about making money. I just want it to not... I don't want to leave quite as much up to RNG. So this first shot was terrible. I bounced it into the mountain. Well, I didn't bounce it. I just directly fired it into the side of the mountain. But now I see a much, much juicier target. This nice little M4 Sherman. He's sitting there all happy, dancing around. He's doing a little shooting. But once this goes green, we're going to pull the trigger. And, oops, somebody else kind of hit him. We're going to hit him real hard, though. That is what I love about artillery. Those crits, decent amount of damage, good stuff. So, look at these two fellas. They're just tooling along down the road here. They're making their way up to the battle. I'm going to keep track of them like this. This is one trick I will use. Now it thwarts me here because now I need to jump back and take up aim, but aim, fire, dead. Nice hit. Like I say, the M12 is pretty accurate, but this game, it hits the nominal center point better than I ever remember having it. It really is quite wonderful. Thought about taking a shot there with that E25, but that'd be pretty tight. This will be a lot easier. I'm going to get close. And there we go. Racking them up. Now, let's see. Does the E25 come out? Oh, yep, there he is. He's running. I wish I was reloaded right about now, because then I could have caught him right there on the hill. But now I try and give lead, and I don't judge it quite right. And it hits there. He comes out the other side stunned, but with minimal damage. Now, next we have the Hellcat. And the thing about the Hellcat and other turreted TDs, they sometimes have open tops, and open tops have no armor. And so you can kill them pretty easy. But this guy, again, I just need to get close, and close enough, take him out. So at this point, this is probably one of the best games I've had in arty, if this was the end of the game. But the thing is, this game isn't over yet. So now I'm going to move. Because one of the little known facts about artillery is that they can move. SPG stands for self-propelled gun. And, well, that implies that if it's propelled, that means it moves. So, yeah, we're going to move. And I want to try and get into a spot where I can get a little better shots on those guys down to the south, because that's one downside when you're out there on the point. You can't make these shots. So I pre-aim the gun up a little bit, get myself turned here, and voila, we have some targets. Now, while it's aiming, I'm going to anticipate this guy's going to come down here, fire, another kill. Now, if you've just tuned in to the world of artillery and you're watching this and going, gosh, you know, man, I've been playing tanks like a schmuck. I should be playing artillery. Yeah, this is not normal. So don't take up the life of SPG just watching this. It's sort of like watching a mobster movie and watching them make a bunch of success, and then stopping halfway through the movie and not watching till the end when they're dead or in jail. Yeah, that's SPG life. So now we're going to kick this up a notch. We're done with what we can do as a proper SPG shooting from afar. Let's just go full TD mode, because the last thing the enemy expects is for an SPG to move, let alone move to a position where they shoot him right in the face. That's exactly what's going to happen here. And this guy's so shocked, he doesn't even know what to do. He has to be reloaded, but he hasn't pulled the trigger. And I managed to not take any splash damage, which is a miracle. And now we'll move along here. Actually, I haven't taken any damage this whole game, but that ends right here. I do take a hit. And I think about just trying to counter battery, but then he dies, and now we can move on. And we'll just keep this full TD thing going on here. If I were the toaster, that's what I call that thing that's up on the hill here. If I were the toaster, I would figure the SPGs aren't going to be doing much. I'm going to go and kill some arty. But yeah, not today, chap. Not today. Now we just need to find this one remaining SPG. And Bert the Avenger used to be really lethal in these types of situations. He got nerfed pretty heavily and isn't so good at it. But unfortunately, this Bert driver, well, he doesn't even try. Right about now, he's driving his way into the drink and is ending his life. And so it is ended. But our journey is not complete. Let's go to the post-game stats, and let's see how this turned out. Could this be an ace? Could be at least a first class. I think I've gotten a first class in this tank. But boy, I'd really like to get an ace. Oh, heartbreak. Not getting the ace. Did a lot of damage. Not a whole lot of damage, but got a lot of kills. And I will say this is the only top gun that I've ever had in an SPG. So I suppose I should take that for what it's worth, take my bond, and go home. Well, actually, I guess I really don't have much choice. I do just have to take my bond and go home. Well, and on that bombshell, I guess we end for today. Thanks for joining. Have a great day. School bus out.